All right. Um, so I guess if you clicked on this video, welcome to a brand new series that I'm gonna be trying out, called The Talk With, and it's a series where me and a friend of mine talk about uh shit. Um, yeah, we're gonna ramble on about feces for the next 30 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't say that.
Yeah. Um, no. We talk about just random subjects that we find passionate about. Um, so I have my friend Jay with me. Say hi.
Hi.
And today we're gonna talk about musicals because we both really like musicals. So, start out. Jay, what got you into musicals?
Well, in 2016, I went on a band
Hmm.
trip, um, and band trip bus trips are really long and annoying, especially
Okay.
because we were traveling to a different country.
Yeah.
I'm from Canada, for context, and we were traveling to
And I'm in
the
the U.S.
we were traveling to the United States. So it took a you had to kill time somehow, and
Right.
a day into the trip, I had exhausted all of my music. So
Hmm.
my friend said, "Hey, listen to this musical. It's called Book of Mormon.
Ooh.
It's offensive, but it's funny." And then I was like, "Cool." And they listened to it, and I was like, "This is God level. Josh Gad is God level." And then
Right.
and then from there, as soon as you get into one thing, it kind of springs off into like a bunch of
Oh yeah. You
shit.
just fucking dove deep, huh?
Yeah, I did. I guess technically, like, my first musical was Hairspray the movie, which I was
Hmm.
obsessed with from ages 6 to now. So
6 and onward.
yeah, I still obsessed with that movie. I'm getting more obsessed as I get older.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I'd say, I guess, it's somewhat similar in that first you recommended I listen to Book of Mormon because it was pretty matching in my sense of humor, which it did. Since it's those guys who write South Park. South Park is always funny. Um, so I remember you recommended I listen to it. I remember listening to it at work on Spotify. I was like, this is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Um, so I remember that being my gateway of Book of Mormon, and then listening to a bunch of other shit on Spotify.
Yeah.
Um, I remember always having like appreciation for music, so I knew that I always kind of like musicals here and there, but I wasn't too into it.
Yeah.
Um, Man, and then I finally like, yeah, I pretty much just asked. He was like, what's a good musical?" I'm like, "Yep, Book of Mormon."
Yeah. I kept recommending you shit because like no one in my circle of friends besides the person who recommended me Book of Mormon really talked
Yeah,
about musicals that much. So I was like, fuck, if I just like put this interest on someone else, they'll listen to it and then I have someone to talk about it with. So
yeah. If I just force my interest onto someone, maybe it'll work.
maybe I'll get listened to every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean we're here now, so.
I mean, it's
Um, so I guess diving a little bit deeper into that, how would you say musicals have affected you with how much you enjoy them?
uh, I definitely like. I was never a person to be into celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried so hard to like get into TV shows and get into like celebrities and stuff like that and fan drama. I've tried so hard because it seems so fun, but I fail to
Yeah.
because I don't have the attention span for it. But I have all of the attention span in the world to listen to music, and that
Right.
comes with these actors, and so that kind of I found something new to love that I had never been able to really connect to before.
Right.
And another thing would be that just like I think they increased my happiness because
That's good.
I'm kind of an emo fuck. So
What?
I was listening to a lot of sad music and
Mm-hmm.
musicals
Would you
and
say that you were edgy?
yeah, I was pretty edgy, fucking screamo
Yeah.
shit, you know. So like musicals can be sad, but they're not the same kind of sad. Like things are gonna get better in musicals. So
Right.
it almost helped me be more.
Like the purpose of the songs isn't to be sad necessarily.
Yeah, it's just telling you like, hey, this character is sad so that they can be happy later on.
Hmm.
Because that's how plots work.
So I hear.
Yeah.
So on a broader scale, how would you see that? How do you see musicals affecting society?
Uh, Nowadays,
Hmm.
musicals push messages and coming of age stories.
Yeah.
And especially because I feel like Broadway's getting it mind you, it's still staying very white and straight, but it is getting more diverse.
Yeah, I think
Like
in general, a lot of media is getting more diverse.
yeah, so like nowadays coming of age stories from a bunch of different people get on Broadway and it
Hmm.
gives people something to relate to.
Yeah.
Because yeah, there's like TV shows and movies about these kind of things, but having it in all forms of media means you're going to reach everybody. Because like
Right.
I don't watch TV shows. I can't pay attention for that long. I don't really watch
Yeah, me either.
movies that often, but I'll sit
Movies I
down
can
and
do, but
watch an entire fucking musical.
yeah, TV's TV show. I don't know. There's something about it I can't get into anymore. Movies I'm still good with, but yeah,
Yeah, so
as
like
you're saying.
it's just yeah, it just gives people someone to relate to because of course with the protagonist of a story you're supposed to root for them. You're supposed to
Hmm.
root. This is true with all forms of media, but about
Obviously.
musicals, you're supposed to root for the hero, but if that hero is like you,
Uh,
then you feel so much more connected, and when you root for them you think, hey, I could probably do that too.
yeah,
So
yeah. You feel great connections with them, and it adds so much more to the content that you're watching.
mhm. And also just I think musicals inspire people. I mean, we'll get into it
Definitely.
later, but like the copious amount of fan art for this shit.
Oh yeah. Um, so I guess on my side, I'm still very new into musicals. Like just last fall did I really get into them.
Mhm.
Um, but um, I guess in a way they have affected on me already is at least my fucking social media every once in a while. So I get recommended shit from musicals now.
Mhm.
Um, so that's awesome. I always like seeing posts and stuff. We, I think the biggest thing is that you and I have more shit to talk about.
Yeah.
um, every once in a while we send memes about musicals, which is always nice.
And also for context, I spent like 10 minutes explaining to Luis the metaphorical aspects of one song from one musical prior to this recording. So
And I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow so I can understand it more.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Um, what do we have next? Is it the good and the bad, right?
Alright.
What are some negative things you would say uh, go on in musicals?
This is a recent problem, and I get yelled at every time I talk about it. But musicals aren't supposed to sound like pop songs.
Right.
I don't know why Shawn Mendes over here is composing shit for the new hit musical, like fucking My Dog Ate My Dick,
Yeah, that's what it's called.
or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know why we got pop music up in here. So
Right.
I think a bad thing is that like, because musicals are a business. Everything's a business, and that's okay. You can make money
Yeah.
off your stuff, and there's actual hard work and like effort, and there's the actors are very
Oh, yeah.
talented, and the songwriters are putting their soul into this music, but you do have to churn out stuff that maybe becomes mainstream.
Right.
And that what you want is you want people outside of the Broadway scene to see you, so
Yeah.
that you get a wider audience because the Broadway scene is limited.
Yeah, that kind of has to take effect where everything has to sound like it'll appeal to everyone, but you don't always have to do things like that, you know?
Yeah.
If you put genuine effort into the music, um, it's still good. It doesn't have to be generic pop song to be popular, you know?
Mhm. So yeah, I also think that hi, I live in the middle of Canada and I've never seen a live musical in my fucking life. I think there
Right.
should be more opportunities for people who don't live in New York and are broke with the B emoji uh, to see musicals, because I would love to support musicals if I had any fucking way.
Right.
So
If there was any way they'd allow you to do it, you know, fucking do it.
yeah, good things though, because I like focusing on good.
Yeah, yeah.
Diversity again, getting bigger.
Oh, yep.
It's happening. It's here. We got the enough white people. Get rid of them. We got mental health issues. We got the gay. We got
Trademark.
um. We got yep. We got the fiction kin in. No, we don't. We got a bunch of shit. You have whatever you want. That's not true.
Yeah.
But we're getting there.
Yeah, diversity is always good. I'm glad that it's finally getting there to be more diverse. I thought, you know, as I was in high school, the diversity would have gotten better, and not really, but it's getting there. I'm glad that at least it's getting there.
Yeah. Also, good thing about musicals, they're really fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to a musical, unless you're going to like the most depressing musical of the century, but
Right.
generally, if you're going to a musical, you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be you're gonna be dancing in your seat to at least one of these songs.
Unless you're watching Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, and in which case you're not valid anyway. So, imagine seeing the Spelling Bee musical live.
Right. I'd love to see that.
That shit would be lit.
I remember a few of those songs. I was really wanting to jam to those.
Yeah.
I remember listening to those on repeat quite a bit after I was done listening to it. Those are really good.
They're just fun.
Yeah.
Listening to the soundtrack is fun. Seeing it live is fun. Doing anything regarding musicals is fun.
I think one of the great things is the choreography in dancing.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll say this every fucking day of my life. I loved the slow motion dancing in Heathers.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
It was at the very beginning. That was fucking amazing. I really liked that. That was really creative.
Yeah, I think the freeze frame and slow motion effects are really cool things to pull off in live theater.
Mhm.
Because, you're watching it and you're like, oh yeah, it's in slow motion. Holy shit, it's in slow motion.
Right.
This dude's been holding his legs up in the air for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, this guy was basically not mid fall, but mid collapse, his legs in the air and one of his arms. That was really impressive.
Jesus. Yeah, it's fun. It's creative. It's a cool creative outlet to let shit out. So I really appreciate it for that.
So I guess we can continue to more great things about musicals. Fandoms. What are those like? What do you think about fandoms?
The fan art is actually god level.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
And that's a fact, and if you want to fight me about it, don't even bother, because I have all of the facts. Fan art,
Present your facts.
it's good.
Good job.
Good art styles all around. Very supportive
Mhm.
community. Most of the time.
Right.
You know, it's just a bunch of and because characters, although people often draw them as their original actors just for the sake of continuity and making characters recognizable,
Yep.
characters in musicals can't have set in stone physical descriptions. There can be
Yeah.
like traits, like this person is, like Asian, or like this person is exactly this height, or like this person is, always wears a red sweater. But other than that, they can't really set those in stone because the actors are always changing. And good luck.
Yeah, there's
finding
there's
actors
never
that-
any hard limits, and
Yeah.
it really opens up people's creative path to draw what they want.
Yeah, it's like good luck finding an actor that matches your character description every single time. Not happening.
Yeah.
So, you can draw these characters as whatever you want. They're
Right.
all racially ambiguous. They're all ambiguous in every physical way, unless, like, they always wear a red hoodie. You know?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm calling out Michael now.
Oh shit.
Bad things about fandoms.
Yeah. What are some the more negative sides of fandoms?
Stop!
Boy,
Stop!
stop.
Shipping the straight white boys!
Yeah, for real.
Like, I mean, ship what you want, but they literally stood next to each other for like 2 minutes. One of them pushed them, and then one of them killed themselves. Yes, I'm talking about Dear Evan Hansen. Fuck.
Yeah. Enough.
Dear Evan Hansen. But y'all, shut the fuck. No. Unnecessary shipping is like a thing everywhere. But
Yeah.
it's just because I'm actually in the fandom that I'm not in it, but I like interact with it. I don't like saying I'm part of fandoms exactly. Off topic. It's just like
I got you.
frustrating.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of the times, I have to be careful about what I say here because I don't want to discourage people.
Right.
Like making alternate universes to like
Right, that's one thing.
making alternate universes, that's fine, but completely altering the plot of a musical and
To make it fit it's like, I don't know, just to make it fit like fan art or shipping. It's
yeah, like getting rid of a character, like you can have an alternate universe, but the characters' personalities, you want them to stay consistent or at least believable. Connor Murphy doesn't have to be like a little shit who yells at Evan all the time.
Yeah.
But he's rebellious and he's mean. He's not. He wasn't a perfect cinnamon roll or whatever.
But yeah.
So like, I don't just like people erase flaws in characters. People erase. It happened in Be More Chill too. People completely erased what Jeremy, the main character, was going through just because he insulted the fan favorite character, Michael. So people immediately were like, Jeremy's a bad person, without realizing Jeremy is going through extremely rough stress. He's under the influence of like a fictional drug that literally controls your brain. Like, you can't just make generalizations and get rid of character flaws and ignore pieces of the work that the creators put in because it fits what you want.
Right.
You know, so like it's not the biggest problem in the world. There are certainly bigger issues to tackle, but just chill out, maybe.
Right.
Don't rewrite the fucking musical, mate.
Yeah, it's there for a reason. It's more like a base material, but don't completely rebuild it from the ground up, you know?
Promise you, the director, writer, songwriter knows what they're doing.
Yeah, usually they are. Usually they know what they're doing.
Like if you look close
And
enough, that character is likable.
yeah. Most of the time characters are likable.
Yeah.
And what I want to say is like we don't want to like ruin like someone's experience potentially or like looking through fandoms of musicals that they might listen to.
Yeah.
Like generally they're pretty great. Like honestly, they're not too bad.
Yeah, don't be scared. Just
Yeah.
ignore idiots.
Yeah.
Deal with anything really.
So to go along with that, and to almost close this episode out, do you have any recommendations for someone looking to get into musicals?
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, brothers. We have two lists.
Yeah.
I like a lot of musicals. No, because this is offensive musicals versus non-offensive musicals, and I'm not
Okay.
trying to be a dick ass who's calling you special snowflake. Genuinely, these ones are offensive. I like really fucked up humor. I
Yeah.
told a really inappropriate joke today, and I got multiple looks. So this is like, if you really don't care, you watch these. Book of Mormon, South Park, guys.
Yep.
That could say enough. Avenue
Definitely.
Q. It's like Sesame Street, but it's for grown-ups.
Oh yeah, it's pretty great. I was not expecting the humor from that musical from when it was made, you know?
Yeah.
But it's pretty great. I cannot recommend that one enough if you really like to laugh at adult humor.
This one, then these next three, I wasn't sure which one to put them in, so they are slightly offensive, but probably still okay.
Okay.
25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Oh hell yeah.
It's about a spelling bee, and it's about 6 kids in the spelling bee, but mainly focusing on 2. And you know, it's not like super fan. It's just gay jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you know, again, 2002 something, 2003, like you know.
It happens.
Heathers. It has death in it.
Oh yep.
It's based on the movie. If you haven't seen it, fuck out of my face. No, I'm just kidding. This girl gets a boyfriend, but the boyfriend's insane. Basically, death happens. So there's Heathers.
So yeah, if you have any taken any offense to some of the things like that,
You don't.
be warned or something. Yeah.
This is still slightly offensive. Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Okay.
This one's not as offensive as it is hard to listen to.
Oh yeah. I got
It's about a genderqueer person, and it's a genderqueer rock star who is struggling to find their place in the world, basically.
Yeah.
And it's really good music, and it's fun, but it's also sad.
Yeah.
Alright, here are some not offensive ones.
Okay.
Shrek the Musical, better than it sounds.
Yeah.
Be More Chill. Has anxiety in it, but basically this kid wants to be cool, so he takes a fictional drug called Squip, and holy shit! That's all I'm gonna say about that. Dear Evan Hansen also deals with anxiety. Basically, just a kid with social anxiety. When a bully of his dies by suicide, he's found with a note in his pocket that leads the family to believe that they were best friends, which causes him to spiral into a bunch of lies. This one's really famous. It won the Tony for Best Musical. You probably already heard of it.
Yeah.
Falsettos. It's talks about AIDS, so if you're sensitive, um, basically a man leaves his family, his wife and child, for another man in the 80s,
Hmm.
and then a bunch of crazy shit happens.
And that one's, you said that one's like two musicals, isn't it?
Yes, I'm specifically recommending the revival version. The original version is actually two musicals called March of the Falsettos and Welcome to Falsetto Land.
Okay.
But they were mashed together into a giant, like 40-song musical called just Falsettos in
Okay.
2016. So I'm recommending that.
Yeah, that's the one that I listened to. Yeah.
That's the one with Andrew Reynolds. Then we have Fun Home. If you know what the Bechdel test is,
Oh yeah.
this is a musical based on the life of the woman who invented it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, yeah, she was gay, her dad was gay, and that's all I'm gonna give you. Hamilton, famous. It's about the founding fathers of America, but the only white person cast is the villain. It's awesome.
Hamilton is great. I think probably anyone who gets into musicals should absolutely listen to it. Even if you're not into musicals, you should listen to it.
Yeah, that musical though is fucking huge. It's 46 songs long.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, it's Whoa.
But it's really good music. I can't recommend that or what's the word? Stress that enough. I can't. Yeah, it's really good music.
Yeah. It's not one to sit down and binge unless you have 2.5 hours, but it's one to put on shuffle over the course of a week.
Oh, definitely.
Then we have Hairspray. Any version. The original musical, the revived musical, the movie, Hairspray Live, all of them are good. So, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite is the movie, followed by Hairspray Live. That's because those are the ones I grew up with the movie, and Hairspray Live came out like last year, so of course those are the ones I like most. And then finally, Waitress. Yeah.
Ooh.
Basically, this woman is in a not so good, flat abusive relationship with her husband, but then accidentally gets drunk and has sex with him one night, resulting in her getting pregnant. So obviously not. It's more lighthearted than it seems, but it does get emotional. It's really good.
Alright.
I have to admit, I haven't listened to the full soundtrack, like the full album, but the one that I have listened to, I adore. So.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it the other day, and it sounded really interesting. So.
Yeah, and that's all my recommendations.
All right. I'd recommend some too, but I'm still very new to musicals, and anything that I'd recommend Jay already mentioned. So.
Yeah, big mood.
Yeah. So I mean, thanks for listening. If you're still here, this is great. Finally able to do this series for a while now. So.
Yeah, man.
Thanks so much for watching, and Jay, thanks for being in the video.
Oh, hell yeah.
You there?
Yeah, sorry. Wait, this
Alright.
glitched.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in another video.